Hi, I'm back today with my February monthly makes video. Last month, January, was the first time I'd ever done anything like that, where I tell you everything I made over the previous month, but it was really fun and I got lots of nice comments. So it's always fun interacting with y'all. So I thought I would do one every month for this year and see how that goes. This month, I only made 4 things. I say only, but I'm really trying not to let this monthly makes video pressure me into feeling like I should be making more things, because 4 things with my busy life, that's an accomplishment. And so I'm going to share with you all 4 things. 2 are clothes, 1 is a new pattern I made, and the 4th is something pretty different. Before we start though, be sure and subscribe, like this video, leave me a comment if you want, and also you can follow me on Instagram because I always post everything I'm working on there. It's sort of a more casual way to show you what I'm doing, especially weird things like ballet tutus, where I sort of walk through my mental process with you because for some reason that helps me. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, the first, and this top has actually already appeared in another video that I made recently because I really like it. I've already worn it a few times. It's out of this rayon fabric that I got from fabric.com on Amazon actually. So I will link to this fabric, and I will also put links to all of the patterns that I've used down below, including this one that I'm wearing. I made this last year, but since I'm wearing it, I might as well include the pattern here for you too. It is this one, Simplicity 8641. Super cute. My husband and son call it my apron dress, which I guess it kind of is. But this top, I really love the fit of it. It's Simplicity 9469. I'll put a link to this one too. I think I'll be able to make several different versions of it. I already have some other rayon fabrics picked out for it. I think she's wearing rayon on the pattern cover too. I think that flowy fabrics work really well with it, but I like how it has 2 different necklines. I actually raised the keyhole to be church friendly, I call it. But next I'm going to make the v-neck version, and I'm going to try it with a short sleeve from another pattern that I have. So this pattern is definitely a winner. It's one of the brand new Simplicity ones. Next up, I put a new pattern in my pattern shop for this doll clothes collection. I recently did a video walkthrough of the nightgown pattern that I designed, but this is a market day doll dress with bloomers, a tote bag, and a wide brim hat. You can make the hat in things like felt or burlap. This tote is made from burlap. And then this one is made from cork fabric, which I think is so cute. It was so fun to sew with. This was just a remnant that I got and then I kept for a couple of years until the right use came along. So this is an easy raglan doll dress with bloomers. The hat can be made out of burlap. This one is a thick felt or cork. Really anything that the edge can be raw. So definitely go check out that new pattern from my shop because I worked really hard on it. I think it's really cute, and I try definitely to make everything pretty beginner friendly. They have photos and step-by-step instructions of everything. So even if you're new to sewing, or if you don't like fussy closures in doll clothes, this is the dress for you. Oh, one note about the burlap. At first I tried sewing this with the burlap that you can get on rolls at the craft store, like in the wedding section, or in the ribbon. It's like burlap ribbon, but the weave was so loose and wide that as I sewed it, it just like stretched out into this perfectly flat cap thing. So I ordered burlap from Amazon. I will link you to some, and I'll link you to some cork that's just like this too, because the yardage that you can buy works perfectly, but the stuff on the ribbon rolls, that did not work. Okay, right next to me is the other thing I made. Last month I made a wearable muslin of this dress out of like a green and black fabric, and I actually have been wearing that one because I really like it. This one I have yet to wear, and I'm not sure why. I think the fabric is beautiful. It's like a round rib knit. It hangs a little bit heavy, and maybe that's why it doesn't give me as much shape in the waistline. Also, I think I might alter the sleeves, but it looks super cute with a denim jacket, and I actually I'm gonna let my daughter try it on. She really looks cute in like skater styles like this. But I think I just maybe need to tweak it a little bit more until I really like it. Also, now that the weather has turned towards spring where I live, maybe I'll put it on again and I'll just love it. It's funny because sometimes I make something and I think I don't like it. This happens to me when I go shopping too. Like I bought a pair of jeans and I tried them on and I hated them at first, but I waited, and then the next day I put them on, and now those are my favorite jeans. So that happens to me sometimes with the clothes that I make also. So I will put this on again. The pattern is McCall's 7313. It's just a basic knit dress. It's elastic at the waist. I like that it has different necklines and different sleeve options, including sleeveless. So a really versatile, simple dress pattern. I usually wear dresses all summer long, so I know I'll get more use out of this pattern, but maybe I won't pick as heavy of a knit every time. Okay, the last thing I made, I just finished, and I don't have it here because, well, you'll see. So my daughter, the one who's in ballet, she's turning 17 actually in 2 days. Her ballet class gets to perform a variation. They all got to pick one. In ballet terms, that means like a classical ballet solo. And one of her friends picked the Black Swan variation, and so the studio didn't have a very good costume for that, so they ordered her a black tutu, and then her mom bought her a black leotard with like lace rose sleeves. So since ballet leotards are very expensive, they did not want anything done to the leotard. They just wanted to bling out the tutu somehow. She asked if I could help her kind of amp up this plain black tutu. She already had a tiara that has like rose gold and black on it. So we made an overlay. I think I did this whole project for about $20, except for the cost of the spray glitter. So I cut out an overlay out of just plain black mesh, and I sprayed it with spray glitter, so it's gold and sparkly, and under stage lights, anything sparkly is just amplified and looks great. And then I ordered some black rose appliques on Amazon. You can get any kind of applique on Amazon, any color, any design. Like even for Natalie's Dove costume, we found the white feather appliques on Amazon, and they're cheap too. So I ordered some of those, and then I hand stitched rose gold sequins onto them, and then I hand stitched them to the overlay. The entire project was hand sewn, and I didn't have very much time to do it. I also hand sewed a string of sequins around where the waist is, and then I hand stitched it onto the tutu so that it can be taken off later. So that was a very fun, somewhat time-consuming project, because I don't know if you've ever hand sewn sequins. This was my first time. It wasn't that big of a deal to hand sew them onto the applique, but hand stitching them in a row was kind of a pain in the butt. It took like 2 hours, and this girl's tiny. This was like this much maybe. So anyway, these are the best photos I have of it for now, but she promised I could take the photo of her in it. So that's everything I made this month. I have big plans for next month. Yesterday I got out my fabrics and I laid out some spring sewing. They're all in this pretty neat stack right next to me on my hutch. So hopefully I can sew some clothes for myself this month, and I have a few video tutorials and patterns to add to my shop this month too. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you soon. Bye.